I legit was laughing out loud at work. House of Earth and Blood, House of Sky and Breath, night and day. Like, night and day. Oh my god, speaking of night and day, if you know, you know. If you know, you. Which brings me to my next point. What are you doing? This is not what you prepared me for. I will be like that meme that has the guy with all the pinpoints on the board just trying to figure crap out. I don't have the mental capacity for that right now. Okay, hey y'all. I was not planning on weekly vlogging. I really wasn't. And this won't even be a full week because I am going to do a separate vlog for the 12-hour readathon. I think. I don't know. We shall see. I'll say one thing one day and then feel a completely different way by the end of that day. So we will see. But point is, I wasn't gonna weekly vlog. And then I finished 2 books that I have to talk about. And so here we are. And also, I haven't yet filmed my seasonal wrap up yet for winter. But these wouldn't be in that wrap up, which is why I want to talk about them now. So, first up, yesterday I finished A Curious Beginning. I finished the audiobook for it. I audiobooked it while I was at work, and oh my god, this book, I'm hooked. I'm reading it. I'm going to be reading this entire series. I love it so much. It is a drug for me. I fell in love with this book literally on chapter 1. I love Veronica Speedwell as a main character. I think she is so great. Like, literally, the only way I can describe her, and I, like, no offense. I genuinely mean no offense by this, but, like, all I can describe her as is, like, a bitch. And I love bitches. Like, let me explain. Honestly, all I can think of her being a bitch is because of how people expect her to be and their expectations of her, and she completely refuses to abide by them, and she does her own thing, and she doesn't try and make it seem polite. Like, she's like, I'm going to do it my way, and I'm just going to tell you, matter of fact, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not going to be Gentile about it. I'm going to be me, and I'm going to be wholly me. And you're going to deal with it, and you're going to deal with the consequences on your own, because ultimately I'm not hurting anybody by being me. And I love that. I love that. Ultimately, I just love it when people are like, I'm going to live my life as I want to live it. Beautiful. Love it. And Stoker. Now, I'm not going to lie. It took me a minute to, like, ease into Stoker. But then, he had some quotes that had me like, is it hot in here? And again, I read this during work. So I started it on Friday, and then I came back to the audiobook on Monday. Finished it on Monday. Y'all. I legit was laughing out loud at work. Laughing out loud, giggling, like, internally screaming, like, just like the... But I had to be quiet because I didn't want to, like, alert my supervisor and have everybody running to my office like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just Stoker. Veronica Speedwell. God, I love this series. I cannot wait to continue it. I think I gave it a 4.5. Yeah. I loved it. There are just some parts that it wasn't quite 5-star material yet, but it was so great. This book, like, it has no business making me as happy as it did. Yes. On another note, literally the other side of my intense emotions. As at the other side, it's like same intense emotion adjacent. It's not like they're not the same thing, but anyways, House of Sky and Breath. I finished it. I finished this, like, brick of a book. I didn't do a separate vlog for Crescent. Whatever the hell. I didn't do a separate vlog for this book because I just knew it was going to take me a while to read it. I didn't want to like continue. I didn't want to like deal with the vlog for that period of time. Like I wasn't taking it too seriously because I know we're going to have to wait for a while for the next book. And so I just wanted to take my time. But y'all. And I thoroughly was enjoying the book. Like it's not like I took breaks because I was hating it. It was slow paced, sure, but like so was House of Earth and Blood. So was honestly all her books that are thick. Like most books that are this thick, they are slower paced, and I understand that. And it's like that wasn't my problem. My problem with the book is that I care nothing about the plot. I genuinely think that it would benefit this series for me as a reader would have benefited from the series being completed. So if you have not yet started the Crescent City series, don't. Wait until the series is over with, because I found that I care nothing about the plot, and it's not like I don't think the plot is important. I do, and it's just that it's incomplete. And if I got to just binge through the series, I would care greatly about the plot because I would have something to keep going to. But right now, the sitting and theorizing and hoping that she stays within, like, she continues to tell the same story, and just like, I don't know, I want to know that the end, I want to know that the end of the plot has been decided and that she's just finishing it out. But like, this book was so different than House of Earth and Blood. Like the storyline, the plot twist, it's just different to where I'm like, okay, so now we're dealing with a whole new sphere of things. Like things are so much more intense. Like the realm has just opened up. There's just so much more that I'm like, Sarah Janet, all you can, like, right now she set herself up to where she can own, all she can go from here is further. Like all the plot can do right now is expand further. And I just need it, like, I need to know that she knows how this is gonna end, because House of Earth and Blood, House of Sky and Breath, night and day. Like night and day. Oh my god, speaking of night and day, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Which brings me to my next point. I thoroughly enjoyed the characters though. Like I like the characters. I like the character developments. I like their relationships. I like how the relationships have developed. So I was very driven by these characters' relationship. I absolutely love Bryce and Hunt. I really do. And that is a surprise to me. Like, granted, I liked them in the other book, but I really like where their relationship went in this book. Just like, please, I need more of that. But also the fact that we got to see other relationships and other like intense relationships, things that had me really feeling for other characters, had me really invested in their stories. Like, if you can see that shirt, sorry. Like, the characters really drove this book home for me, and I really appreciated that. But again, it's just that plot part. I like, I just feel like we've gone nowhere in the plot, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I feel like because this book was slow paced, and again, I didn't have a problem with the pacing, but because of the slow pacing of the book, actually, I did have a problem with the pacing, but I'll get to that. I didn't mind that the pacing was slow until we got to the last 100 pages and it speed the fuck up. Like, no, 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 no. That is not. What are you doing? This is not what you prepared me for. You did not just have this book move this goddamn slow for them to live the entire book in 100 pages. Like, I don't understand that part. I was completely fine with the pacing until you sped it up and everything was like either resolved or then opened up further. Like, I don't know why we spent the whole book preparing for the big bad for that whole thing to happen in the last 100 pages. Like, it couldn't have happened in the last 200 pages, maybe? Because ultimately, you just did what you wanted to do, SJM, and you put the big thing that's going to shock everybody, the big, like, the last sentence that everybody's freaking out about, Like, that's what you wanted to end this book up with. And if that's the case, then so be it. But, like, why 800 pages? Why not 700? Okay, so, like, okay, there we go. If you want to do the last 100 pages are, like, action filled, cut 100 pages of the book. Cut 200 pages of the book, even. Because it just doesn't make sense. It was a lot of repetition when it came to, like, Brunts. Yep. That's her ship name. There was a lot of repetition when it came to Bryce and Hunt's relationship that caused the book to be as thick as it is. And I get it. You'll never see me complaining about smut. But I will complain about the smut if you make it you make it a part it negated from the plot to the point where the pacing at the end is so messed up. We just been like, I don't remember what that word is, but we've just been like strolling along, woo woo, mindless, just trying to like stumble our way across things just for them to be like prepared to fight all of a sudden. That confused me. Like, I was like, okay, I remember training. I do. But I also remember training being a struggle bus. So how did we get here? Like, how now all of a sudden are we able to fight the big bad? I'm confused. But then also you can't fight the big bad because then you're what? Like, huh? All this sounds like I hate the book. I don't. Like I said, I really like the relationships. So that really drove me through everything. I think I would like the book more if the series was over and I would get to binge it, because the plot feels so unfinished and it feels so secondary to everything else. Hell, tertiary if it could be. If books weren't like character development and plot, then like somehow plot is even less so than, like, is there a third thing? There's like character development and plot. Like those, I'm just going by Storygraph, okay? There's like, it's either plot driven or it's character driven. If there was like a third thing, I feel like plot would be after that thing. Like it just feels like the plot is on the back burner right now, which I don't think it is. Like, I'm going to give SJM the benefit of the doubt in that scenario because of how entwined all of her books seem to be. I'm going to go ahead and say plot is not a secondary. Like, I'm going to go ahead and say that she does have a plot in mind and she does know where her story is heading. But because I can't go directly into the next book, I feel lost. Like, I feel like for my own survival of this series, for my own preservation in this story or in this series, I can't be invested in the plot because otherwise I would drive myself mad. Like, there's just, and she just opened this world up so much more that, like, literally, no, I cannot be invested in the plot right now because I will go crazy. I will be like that meme that has the guy with all the pinpoints on the board just trying to figure crap out. And I don't have the mental capacity for that right now. Just wow. Also, I'm not gonna lie, Danica annoys the hell out of me. Like, I just don't understand why we needed so many secrets. Like, why did we need 2 800-page books of secrets, Danica? Like, sis. Everyone's like, Danica loved you, Bryce. Did she? Did she really? Because literally everybody knew everything except for Bryce. Like, everyone in her life knew so much more about Danica than Bryce did. You can't tell me someone loved me just for me to not know them at all. Like, how do you love Bryce? Tell me how you love Bryce if Bryce does not know you. Like, okay, maybe you do love Bryce, but does Bryce love you? Like, who are you, Danica? Like, again. Part of the plot. I need to know. I need to know what the hell is going on with Danica, and I feel like Danica's story is going to always lead the plot. That's always going to lead us towards the plot, but I can't, because I don't like that it's like Danica held this secret, the plot progressive. Danica had this secret also, the plot progressive. No, because that just makes me annoyed at Danica because she was a shitty friend in that case. Like, you did not just build up their relationship in the first book of being this great female empowerment thing, this great love, this great, like, friendship and sisterly bond for us to get Danica in book 2. Basically, Bryce didn't know this bitch at all. Are you kidding me? I would be so pissed. But on the other hand, I also like the imperfection of Danica because oftentimes if someone does pass away suddenly, there are things left unsaid. And there are secrets that you might discover after they're already gone that you have to grapple with, and you have to figure out how to solve whatever problems they left you, or you need to figure out how you're going to navigate your, like, navigate how you view your relationship with that person after they're gone. But again, it's just too much. Danica held way too much away from Bryce to where I don't like it. It makes their relationship seem like it wasn't as impactful as it was. It makes their relationship seem like it was surface level. And from what you told me in book 1, SJM, that's not true. So where are we? What are we doing? Again, it sounds like I hated this book, and I didn't. I just have questions that I feel like I would be okay with if I had the next book. So once again, it's not that the book is bad for me personally as a reader. It's not that the book is bad. It's not that things have been done wrong necessarily. It's just, if I could keep going from here, I feel like I would feel better with where I'm at right now with this series. But I can't. And so I just have to sit with this for a year. Or maybe 2, because she like alternates between series, so we shall see. But like, yeah, it's not that it was bad, it's just that it's incomplete and I wish I could complete it. And yeah, I would love to see where she's going with that. But at that end, I will see if I can download the live or like get a clip from the live that I did, because I did do sprints. I'm gonna see if I can get that, because my reaction, that ending, not that I didn't see it coming, I absolutely saw it coming. Are you kidding me? I believe literally everyone saw it coming. I saw the end of this book coming from the very first time we heard Light 'em Up Bryce. Like, I was just like, yes. I see where you're going with this, and I would absolutely love for Bryce to meet a certain person, which I'm going to say right here. So spoiler. Cool. I need Bryce to meet Nesta. I feel like they would be great together. Do I feel like they would probably argue? Absolutely. But I feel like they would do so great together. Like, talk about a boss bitch. Like, I feel like that duo has great things in store for them, because like Nesta, mind you, had like all that great power from the cauldron, right? But she like got rid of some of it, only some of it, so that Farrah could live, right? I feel like there's a way for Nesta to get more power, not necessarily the same power, but I do feel like she can grow in her power, and I feel like she can still be a very powerful being. And I think with Nesta being a bad bitch, powerful bitch, and Bryce and her bad bitch, powerful bitch. Ooh, let's go. They're just similar enough with each other of, again, being like, I'm gonna live my life. I don't care what you have to say about it. With while also being completely different. Like Nesta being more able to be alone and being more okay with being like pushing people away, and then Bryce and how she has pushed people away, but how she's like reaching for people and wanting to help people. I feel like because their one similarity of their like defiance and their willingness to just be true themselves, I feel like they have that similarity combined and just how different they are, I feel like together they are like so complete and so powerful. So I really want to see Bryce and Nesta interact, and I just need it to be great. Oh, SJM. I literally, y'all, my last two annotations of this book were, we had the final line. It was literally, what the fuck, OMG, where's Nesta? Let's fucking do this. If we gonna do it, let's do it. And then the next annotation was after the epilogue, in which I stated, this book is some bullshit. Like, it just, those last 100 pages put me through it. I felt so many things when everybody was saying goodbye to their various, or not goodbye, but when everybody was tying up their loose ends, I was like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Oh my god, the second Bryce started describing who she was seeing in the room, and she kept describing that small woman, the small woman, my eyes got so teary because I was like, I know what this is. Also, shout out to SJM for knowing her demographic, because sis pulled out Akatar. She did not get Alien and her people, and I appreciate that because I have not finished that series yet. So yeah, SJM knew who she needed to get. But also, my Lucy and Kelsey from Looney Lucy and Reading with Kelsey both have a theory that the series, Akatar series, and Akatar 2, the second half of Akatar series and Crescent City are about to combine. And I don't like that because they need to be separate series that somehow they need to do like Marvel does. Like, you have your separate movies that if you've watched all the movies, you can see how they connect, but they can also stand alone. Like, I'd rather that happen, because if you combine them, then that's just rude. Hey, I know you like this series of mine, but if you want to continue it, then you must read this other series of mine. I mean, get your bag, Sarah Janet, but also just, I don't like that. I really don't. We shall see what happens. I ended up giving House of Sky and Breath 3.5 stars. I feel like like I said, I enjoyed it. I like the character development, but right now my biggest issue is that the plot is so unfinished and the world has expanded even more. So I'm scared, and I feel like this is a series I might even, when it's done, I might even read the entire series again. And I feel like I would enjoy it so much more when I can do that. But yeah, like I said, I just, that part of the plot upsets me a bit. And again, just that pacing really it only annoyed me when we got to the last 100 pages, because why were we so slow? Why were we so repetitive? Why are we doing all these things that are so not conducive to continuing the story, just for you to rush the plot at the end? I don't like that. I really wish authors would stop doing that. It's annoying. It could definitely benefit from some editing. But with no further ado, the next book I will be reading is Bunny by Mona Awad. I am buddy reading this with It's Rebecca. I will have her channel linked down below. We both were trying to wrap up reading this book so that we can go into Bunny, and I finally have finished mine. But after I finished House of Sky and Breath, I just needed a break. So I will get into this one. Thanks, Serene, for gifting it to me, by the way. Another friend from the Citadel. But yeah, I'm excited, and I love this floppy book. I will talk to you guys again when I can. Like I said, I was not exactly planning on weekly vlogging this week, so we shall see how much reading I get done. the fuck? I finished the book. I don't remember who on the Citadel asked if the last sentence was worth it. It absolutely the fuck is. Like, finish the book, y'all. I'm sweating. Hold on. Hold on. God. Okay. So I finished the fucking book and my eyes watered. I did not fully cry, but my eyes watered. I had to I screamed. I'm hot. What the fuck is this book? Like what? Sarah, let's talk. Sarah Janet. I'm starting to understand why people call her Sarah Janet now. Because well, one, I think it's her name. But two, I get it. I get the need to say her middle name. Like Sarah Janet Mass, you are in trouble, ma'am. You're in punishment, you're in timeout because 2 fucking years. I gotta wait 2 fucking years. Actually, I'm hoping no, they can't do that. She can't do that. She can't fucking do that. Like I'm cool. I don't know what to do with myself. That the fucking ending of this book makes me wish that I had vlogged reading this book because what the fuck? Oh yeah. I was reading House of Sky and Breath and I've lost my breath. Like I can't breathe. I'm not okay. And I'm so over books doing this to me. I just want to feel like a normal person. I am mad. I'm like mad like the Mad Hatter, like I'm crazy, but then I'm also like mad like I don't know, like the angry emoji was what I was going to say. And then I was like, wow, can you really not think past emojis? Like anger, the feeling of anger is what I'm also feeling. I'm angry and also crazy. So honestly, I'm a danger. Like honestly, I'm a risk. Coco. Coco. Hi, mamas. All right, hey y'all. It is Saturday now, and I'm literally just here to wrap things up. I've read like barely anything of Bunny. I read like 30 pages of it. That's it. I don't have any opinions. Now, I do actually have enough footage for me to feel solid in posting this vlog, so I'm going to go ahead and let this be its own thing. Also, today, the whole reason I didn't talk to you guys yesterday was because I was working, and then it was Coco, my sister's dog's birthday, so we had a little birthday party for her. And then this morning, we went to go clear out my grandma's storage, and I actually ended up finding my books that I have been looking for. So I have Graceling here. There's other books at the storage, but I only grabbed these. We have Fire, which I kind of remember this one being my favorite. And then we have Bitter Blue, which I honestly don't remember any part of this one. But I am going to be rereading these at some point. These are actually the very first books that got me into fantasy and like really sparked my love for fantasy. And so yeah, I will be rereading them. I was going to say soon, but we all know that soon for me means months from now, so I'm just not gonna lie to y'all. With that being said, that's everything I have for you guys for this vlog. I've already edited up to this very clip, so I'm just gonna edit this real quick later tonight, and you guys will be seeing this on Sunday. So yeah, well, I guess that is it. So I will see you all in the next vlog, I guess. Bye.